with your host, Positive White.
And welcome back to Positive Mind Saturdays with your boy Positive B White. We are here at 101 TKO Radio, and we are the People's Plug. So as I promised you earlier, if you were here for the first session, I had my boy Robert Moore come through. Of course, he's a man that wears many hats, but this second session is going to be special because for those who don't know, Black Writers Weekend is next weekend, and I got two talented ladies who are going to introduce themselves and talk about why they chose to be a part of Black Writers Weekend. So what I want to do is I want to start with Miss Joy. So let's just introduce yourself and let everybody know your name, and we'll start there.
Yeah, of course. Hi, everybody. My name is Joy Lamont Smith. I'm an animation producer. I'm a writer, of course, because of Black Writers Weekend. And I'm also a showrunner for my show, Sock Puppets, the animated series. Like, it's nice to meet all you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And then
Cher Therese, author, Wanderlust, Black romance, multicultural romance. And listen, I write stories that center Black, brown women and the men who are bold enough to chase them around the world.
That's awesome. So first of all, I want to thank you both for joining us on Positive Mind Saturdays. Of course, I'm your host, Positive B White, and I want to thank you all for coming aboard. But I want to get into Black Writers Weekend, which is happening next weekend out here in Atlanta.
Come out
And support, and shout out to Tamika. So first thing, I'm gonna start with you, Joy. I want to start from the beginning. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Bowie, Maryland, PG County, Maryland. It's like
Shout out to PG County.
it's about 10 minutes away from D.C. So when I say, oh, I'm from D.C., people are like, that's not D.C. Like, that's just a big thing that I keep getting. But yeah, I'm from PG County, Maryland, and I came down to Georgia when I was a child.
Okay.
And then I moved around the United States once I became an adult, and then I came back down because Atlanta's just where it's at. I love the DMV, but I also love Atlanta. Like, I love y'all. I love y'all.
Shout out to the DMV, man. One of my best friends is from PG County. So
period.
Yeah, so that's my boy Danger Zone.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I am a Georgia girl.
Oh, we got another Georgia girl in the
I'm a Georgia girl, but I love to say I'm a child of the world.
Okay.
So listen, I moved back to Georgia about 8 years ago.
Okay.
After living in the Middle East. And traveling to over 25 countries.
Oh,
so
wow.
Wanderlust Romance is all about that. Remember I said I write those stories about the women who are in some of the most exotic, stunning locations around the world.
Absolutely.
The men who will chase them to come get it.
Absolutely. Well, welcome back to the A.
Thank you.
You know, well, it's so, because I'm from here, so I'm born and raised, so we get so many stories of people in Atlanta, and you be like, man, where you from? They be like, I'm from Philly, I'm from New York, they be like, so there's not a lot of us who are from here who, a lot of people move here, but we welcome everybody, you know what I mean? Now this traffic thing.
My bad, y'all. My bad for coming in and making it worse. But in my defense, I've been here for more than 10 years. So,
You're good.
I'm good. I can complain with y'all.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, because traffic is the thing here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we're glad to have everybody, you know what I mean? Especially Atlanta. So let's talk about Black Writers Weekend, and then I'm going to start with you now.
Okay.
So with Black Writers Weekend, what made you choose to be a part of Black Writers Weekend in Atlanta, especially since this is your second chance?
Absolutely. So this is my second time being an attending author at Black Writers Weekend. My very first in-person signing event was Black Writers Weekend in 2023.
Nice.
So this
Congratulations.
time I'm coming back as a speaker and a panelist. So I'll be on the Love, Lust, and Liberation panel at noon on Friday.
Let's talk to Love, Lust, and Liberation. Wow.
Lust and Liberation.
Dang.
Yes.
So Black Writers Weekend, and it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it's a 3-day event, so you can come out. A lot of it will be free, so you really don't have any excuses, Parking will be there, so it's no excuse for you not to be there. So, Miss Joy, what made you choose to be a part of Black Writers Weekend?
Honestly, every single year I was trying my best to go, or I had to work and such like that.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I tried to keep a balance between like my 9 to 5
Yeah.
and like my creative work. And like my 9 to 5 would always be like, no, you're on the schedule. And then this year I was like, no, I'm going to go. So when
There
I
you
saw
go.
the call, I
Yes.
saw the call online and they said, hey, we're looking for speakers. I was like, hey guys, I can't go because I have another business opportunity. So this
Absolutely.
is that. That's really what inspired me to go. I've been trying to go because one, I'm black, I'm a writer,
Yeah.
and I want to be around other black writers. as
Yeah,
well.
for sure. And and that weekend is all about networking
Yeah, it
That's
really
right.
is.
and being in the room with like-minded individuals and I like to say creators, you know, because it'll be a lot of people creating. We got, of course, authors. We got writers. We got film producers. We just got a whole array of creators who will be there. So I think it's one of those events that you just definitely need to be at. Don't meet us there, beat us there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some things you all want to talk about at Black Writers Weekend? What can some of the listeners say? Okay, if I want to go to Black Writers Weekend, let's just say they're on the fence and they like, man, I don't want to go to Black Writers Weekend. What are some things that you are going to talk about at Black Writers Weekend? And what kind of value can you provide to listeners and people who plan to attend? And I'll start with you.
Okay. Well, for one, I will talk about my web series because that is my baby. I love animation. I love everything that has to do with filmmaking and telling a story.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to not probably. I'm going to be talking about that process because it's a very intricate process for me when it comes to displaying the emotion of what I am trying to animate or displaying the comedy. There are many different factors between writing animation and writing live action as well, and script writing. There's a difference between that as well.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of my conversation is going to center around the creation of film and the
Okay.
creation of series and the creation of telling a story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, and Miss Cher, what are you planning to talk about at Black Writers Weekend?
First, let me give a shout out to Joy's earrings.
You know, I try.
Shout out to the earrings. That's what we talking
I be
about.
trying.
We styling them up.
Right?
And then Nelson, he gonna come with the hand clap, man. Nelson, right?
Right.
So let's talk about it.
Absolutely. So I want to talk to authors out there, and I'm talking about those young, those aspiring authors who really have a story to tell
Yeah.
and don't quite know where to start.
For sure.
And so I'm sure you probably can agree that number one, a start is a start.
A start
Doesn't
is a
matter
start.
if it's a word, a sentence, a paragraph, or the whole book if you got it and are able to put it out there.
Right.
But I also want to allow a lot of us creatives to know that sometimes our natural talent is a springboard into other things.
Yeah.
Just for instance, mine, I again call it Wanderlust Romance because I create wander.
Absolutely.
People want to actually get into these stories, want to escape into romance.
Right.
And so I hope to write those stories that do that. But it doesn't just stop there at the book.
Yeah.
The book, it's a springboard into my whole brand and
Right.
economy and world, universe, if you will.
Yeah.
So each book is set in an exotic location. Bali for my first book.
Oh wow.
Tulum for my third book.
Look
my
at
second
that.
book, Kenya. Fourth book, Paris.
Oh man, I
We
love
don't
that.
stop there. We have writers' retreats, readers' retreats, and you can actually become the main character
Oh man.
of your
Shout,
story at these retreats. So,
shout out to that. And well traveled too. I'm a world traveler as well.
Let's go.
So shout out to you and all the world travelers out there. So, okay, and I have to ask you this, and I know it's going to be kind of a tough question, but of all the destinations that you've been to, and you probably know what I'm about to ask, what's your favorite?
the favorite, I'm going to tell you my favorite and my least favorite.
Okay, let's do
My
that.
favorite, hands down, is Bali.
Oh, yeah,
I've
Bali.
been there twice. One solo travel. That was my first international solo trip.
Okay.
10 days on ground. I love the people, the food, the luxury of it all.
Oh, you
but
was kicking
most
it.
importantly, the price. When you can eat for $2 a day, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I love to eat.
Okay.
$2 a day?
You can
Wait a
eat
minute.
for $2
Maybe I heard that wrong.
No, you
Did y'all hear that wrong? Did you just say $2 a
$2
day?
a day.
No,
$30
yeah,
a day is
that's
gonna
next
get
on my
you-
list.
$30 will get you
You can buy like literally.
course luxury. Yeah.
Yeah,
On
literally,
the beach.
ramen's on me, and then you can just pay for it.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's my next trip.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. Bali is a must-do trip. Again, the people, the culture, the luxury of it all, and then of course you got the beaches, some of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Yeah.
That water is like Jello blue.
Oh my God, I can't wait to experience that.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to that. So, obviously, I hate to talk about what happened. When you mentioned water. So, rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He had a tragic accident in the water. But that doesn't stop us from traveling.
No, absolutely.
We still want to go and do our thing. So, Black Writers Weekend is next weekend. You spoke about some of the things. So, what are some things that you would encourage some other Black writers? Because my positive affirmation this morning was small steps.
Oh, absolutely.
So, small steps help get you to those, help you gain momentum. And everybody wants to take these, and I guess I don't know if it's social media or it's just this instant gratification, but things take time. It takes time. So as far as you writing, how did you get started in that whole process?
With writing, I've always been a visual person when it comes to expressing myself.
Awesome.
I remember I was a child, I was drawing on the wall, and my mom, about to get mad at me, she was like, "You're drawing a face without a nose, and you're like 2 years old." Insane. So she let me have the wall, and that just kind of started everything.
Awesome.
So seeing things visually, there were a lot of times where I have trouble expressing myself or portraying what I want to convey.
Okay.
You know? And a lot of times when I would create art about it, people would say, "I completely understand."
Yeah.
So I was very inclined to create content specifically, and illustrate, draw pictures, things of that nature. So it was only natural that I started writing as well. Also, on top of that, when I was a child, I did not realize it, but I was writing just comprehension books after comprehension books of different stories and just adding on to it.
Yeah.
And I even remember when I was in the 4th grade, I was not well educationally.
Yeah.
I was getting some bad grades in there. But I remember my teacher, she was like, "Okay, guys, you guys are going to create your own story. It's going to be whatever you want." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got excited because I'm like, this is going to be the one time I get an A+.
Yeah.
And I wrote. She was like, you can just do 1 page. I didn't hear 1 page.
Oh.
I wrote a book.
Oh, wow.
I was so excited. And then I turned it in, and I was like, she's going to be so excited because I added like sunlight bombs, and it was about this black girl who's like an adventurer who looks like me,
Good for
and
you.
she fought an alligator. It was a whole thing. I did a whole thing. She was in the jungle trying to save the world. And then my teacher came up. She's like, "Some of you guys did the assignment, but some of you guys just write on and on and on and on." And I was just so tired. And I was like, "Okay, fine. But, man, bro, I'm going to take my talents elsewhere."
That's messed up.
Yeah, it was messed up. I was like, "What? Aren't you supposed to be inspiring me to keep going? Like, what are we doing here?" But the point is that I've just always been someone who loves to creatively express themselves.
Okay.
And writing was just another extension or a branch of that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for that. And then I
Yeah.
want to ask you the same question. Like, what made you want to be a writer?
You know, so many different things. I'll start with 2nd grade.
Okay.
First time I won a competition.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
got recognized for writing. So very similar.
Yeah.
Different experience with the teacher, though.
Yeah.
That teacher who actually selected my poem, it was, I don't know if y'all remember or if y'all are old enough to remember the Challenger explosion.
Yeah.
So I was
Tragic.
in wonderful 2nd grade then, and we had to write a poem about the astronauts, and so that poem got selected, and it won some 2nd grade award.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was back then.
Well,
That
congratulations.
teacher, thank you. That teacher said I would be a journalist. So
Yeah.
all my time in elementary school, middle school, high school, up until I was probably in about the 11th grade, I was going to be a journalist.
Awesome.
You know, and I didn't want to just be a journalist. I wanted to be a wartime correspondent.
Okay.
So that didn't happen. I became an interior designer, but also went into the military.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I think the world opened up for me, and I actually started wanting to write about my own experiences.
Nice.
That and the fact that I was an avid reader, and I read books by Danielle Steele, again, OG
OG.
But Danielle Steele, Sidney Sheldon, I'm talking about OG romance writers from back in the 80s, maybe early 90s, but books way too grown for me to be reading. But it also opened up my mind and the world. And that's, again, why I enjoy traveling so much, because I learned it through escaping through books and words. So,
shout out to that.
Yeah.
So shout out to for congratulations on that second grade.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We love to hear those stories here at 101 TKO Radio of just people just, you know, finding their passion and following it, you know, because that's what it's all about, you know. And we ain't gonna bring up that teacher who did that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I wanted to bring it up because at the end of the day, girl, I don't know what you're doing right now. Like, I don't know. I'm having a blast, though.
There you go.
I'm having a blast.
There you go.
Yeah. I hope she's watching. I don't know. That'll be cool. She's like, you know what? I love shows like this.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break. So I like to say we're gonna pay some bills. Make sure the roof is not on fire, and it looks like it's not on fire. So hopefully those bills are paid, man. So shout out to Nelson for making sure the bills are paid and everything is laid out and smooth just like we wanted. So we're gonna take a little break, and y'all stay with us. And when we come back, we're gonna hear more from the Black Writers Weekend talented females that we got in the building. So y'all keep it locked in at 101 TKO Radio. It's your boy Positive Be White. We'll be right back. All right, all right. I think we got a call coming through. So if anybody is calling, y'all feel free to tap in with us. Because it's all about you. We want to get y'all input too as well. They just hang up. Okay, so whoever called, call on back. We got you. We got you. We got you. So, welcome back to Positive Mind Saturdays. I'm your host, Positive B. White. And I am actually streaming live on IG right now. So, if y'all want to tap in on IG, you can do that as well. So, welcome back. And I want to start with our author. So I want to let you talk about your book that's out now.
Out now, book number 4.
Let's talk about it.
So, it is called Steel Horses, Leather Roads.
Okay.
Why that name?
Yeah, or I'm like, okay. I'm like,
You know
okay.
what? I always talk about my stories and the inspiration, and it always comes from two points of view, the main female and the main man's point of view.
Okay.
And in this grown folks romance, like I said, it's grown folks sexy. It's a second chance, a small town romance. And,
Okay.
and that's kind of a difference in what I write. I usually write about women who go off into the world.
Okay.
This one, she's coming back. She's become who she is in Paris, a designer, top of her game.
Nice.
Something happens and she has to come back to South Georgia.
Okay.
And she runs smack dab into Legacy, a legacy project from her mentor who passed away,
Oh man.
a
Sorry.
challenge, and the guy who wrecked her heart,
Oh no.
Corey and Dimitri.
Oh no.
Little Kara.
Little heartbreak.
Little heartbreak, but it's okay because it's a romance and always ends in a happily ever
So
after.
shout out to you for that. And where can they find your book at?
You can get it on Amazon, any bookstore that you love to purchase from. But I always say go to my website because it's the only place you can get a signed copy.
Oh, there it is. You got to get that signed copy. It's not right unless you get the signed copy.
That's right.
Will you have any at Black Writers Weekend?
I sure will, and I'll be signing. I'll
Okay.
be there signing some books too.
So if y'all, there you go. Just come on down to Black Writers Weekend, and then you can get your book. You can meet her. It's all good. Get a picture.
Yeah.
And rock and roll. All right. Now, all right, Miss Joy. So let's talk about what you got going on.
Okay, currently I am in production for Sock Puppets, the animated series.
Okay.
This is my first web series. I believe that laughter is very healthy for your soul,
Oh, yeah,
very healthy for your mood, obviously.
Absolutely.
And such. So it's a crude comedy. And I wanted to create something that I thought was funny. And I remember, well, first of all, it's about sock puppet. It's animated, and it's about sock puppet college students trying to stop one of their colleagues from pooping at the bus stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't want
They
him to do
keep trying to
that.
stop him from doing it, and he keeps just going, I have a gastrointestinal lint distribution problem. And they're like, this is disgusting. Like, stop doing that. And they're upset about it, obviously, because nobody wants to see that at a bus stop.
Right.
And then further than that, other people keep coming to the bus stop going, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Including one sock puppet as well, who was just trying to get to her 9 to 5. She is tired. And every 2 seconds, she is stepping in his lint. She does not like it. She is not happy about
Oh,
it.
this is hilarious.
It's a whole thing.
It's
And
a-
yeah, it's a whole thing. And initially I was just kind of writing it. So I was like, I think this is really funny.
Yeah.
And then I made a kind of teaser, and then I made a pilot, and then I entered those into film festivals.
Okay.
And then once I did that, I won 2 awards. However, I had a lot of feedback and a lot of criticism.
Oh, okay.
And it was a very 50-50 thing of either, I love this is so funny.
Yeah.
And then people who write professionally, they were like, I mean, it was funny, but we don't know what's going on. Like, it was very all over the place. So I just kept turning it into film festivals, and even if it didn't make it, there would be somebody on the other side who was giving me feedback in some capacity.
Good.
So-
That's what we want.
Yeah, and when I essentially did that, I took all that information, I went back to the drawing board late last year, and I just rewrote the whole thing.
Okay.
And that meant that I had to start over, unfortunately. Not with everything, but I had to start over. And now we are producing episode 1. We are really excited. We have storyboards. We have all of the voice acting done. And I'm just excited. We're going to start working with marketing next and such like that.
Okay.
And reaching out to people saying, hey, if you would like your product, or if you would like something, if you would like something featured in the show, or if you would like a custom commercial or something, just be a sponsor for the show. Like we're putting out opportunities for people and businesses also to be involved as well. So then it's not just making it. It's a whole brand move, and I can continue this process and go to the next project as well.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Can I touch on what she said
You sure
about
can.
that feedback that she got and kept going? Look, as authors, as creatives,
For
that
sure.
feedback sometimes can be a little bit harsh. And,
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
from
For
a
sure.
book author,
For sure.
you know, we always hear that reviews, because people go on Amazon, they go on your site, they go on all these places, Goodreads, and leave reviews about your work. And some are positive,
Right.
some are not so positive.
Right.
But we always learn as authors, don't read the reviews, they're for other readers
Right.
to find your work.
And that's a great point.
I absolutely.
That's a
Look
great
at-
point.
Read my reviews. Now, they're not for me to respond to.
Mm-hmm.
However, my first book, Bali Blue, very similar to yours. You know, it was the first book I put out. I'm an indie published author.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I didn't know until I got those reviews back. And so I also did the same thing. Went back home, my craft, republished that book for it to become a #1 bestseller.
Nice.
And so sometimes you have to get that feedback. It's so beneficial. I would suggest that all authors, all creatives, take those reviews. Again, they're not for you to
Yeah.
respond to.
Yeah,
Don't
for
do
sure.
that.
And that's a good gem for writers, because a lot of what I've ran into, a lot of writers are just scared, man.
Yeah.
They like, man, I wrote this
Yeah.
book and I'm on the fence about it, and
Bleeding
and I
in
tell
front of
them,
the world.
and I tell them, I'll be like, man, put the book out, man.
Yeah.
Because if something
Yeah,
happens
it's
to you,
nerve-wracking.
you know what I mean, you put the book out. Just put it out. Like I tell people all the time, share your content. Like, people have stuff in their phone,
Oh, yeah.
and they be like, man, I don't want to put this up, because it's not just about likes and engagement and some. It could, because a lot of people I've learned, a lot of people will watch your page
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
and just keep watching your page and won't like. They won't
Yeah.
like. They won't comment. They won't do
They just
anything.
want to see where it goes, though.
Yeah.
But they're watching you and they see your content.
And they're talking to other people about you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if-
And you feel it, too. You can feel it. You're like, I don't know, I just feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just do.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes I really do be just feeling somebody's watching me. And I'm like, okay, that's probably like just my content getting out of there.
Yeah.
Or something of that nature.
So I want to come back to you, and I had a question. So obviously this is your second time being at Black Writers Weekend. What is some advice that you would give to someone who is speaking at Black Writers Weekend
Oh, yeah.
their first time? What is some advice that you would give to some of those people
Yeah.
who are coming, like myself? I'm an author, but it'll be my first time speaking at Black Writers Weekend. So what kind of advice could you give to us on
Absolutely.
speaking and just being in the room?
Be authentic.
Okay.
Talk about yourself.
Okay.
Talk about your craft and your work. That's the whole point you're there for.
Yeah, for sure.
Where you may think that you're plugging your stuff in your book or your work, your series. People need to hear that, because number one, either they want to be involved,
Right.
or they want to do something similar, and your experience could actually lead the next generation of writers, creators. So be open and be authentic. Talk about your stuff. And for authors specifically, whether you're speaking or if you have a vending table, listen, vending tables are so important.
Yeah.
As I stated, Black Writers Week, that was the first in-person book signing
Yeah.
that I ever did, and I sold the most books I had ever sold
Yeah.
at that vending table.
Yep.
So be creative. That's the other thing. We're all creatives. Be creative with your vending space. Be creative with your look and your vibe. Be you. That's
Yeah.
it.
Authentically you.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. So, Miss Joy,
Yes.
obviously this will be your first time speaking.
Yes.
What are some advice that you would give to a writer who wants to write, not necessarily a book, but some type of animated production? What is some advice that you would give to a writer who's looking to do that?
Well, also, this is not my first time speaking in general. It's just my first time at Black Writers.
Yeah, Black Writers.
I'll be outside.
There we go.
but actually, I will look at the camera when I say this.
There you go.
Get a project manager.
Ooh,
Get a
manager.
project manager. Get somebody to just manage it. you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I can plan it out. It'll be fine. I've made
Okay.
shorts before. This is not my first content I've ever made. I have made shorts that have been in film festivals that have won awards. I have made content for clients. I've worked,
Good for
right?
you.
Making a series is a different type of beast. I get a project manager. Don't just pick somebody. Get somebody who has worked in animation, who has seen the process and knows the process. They should not be asking you, oh, what do you do with animation? They should not be asking you a single thing about animation. They just need to know what happens in animation. They need to know more than you about animation. They need to go, okay, well, what about this? And you're like, we don't really use that. Why don't you use that? They should be looking at you crazy with some of the stuff that you are saying, well, we don't need that. Get a project manager. That is my biggest advice. I was doing it by myself. I was managing myself. I was running myself ragged. Get a project manager. And not if you can afford it. Just afford it. Save up for it.
it
Get
out.
one.
Project manager. Okay, so we got a call coming in.
Yay, all right.
So we got a caller. If you are calling in, we are listening. Talk to me. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're here.
Hey, hey. Oh, it knows.
Nah, you good. Hello, hello. Hello. You are live on the airway. Any takers?
Are you there?
Okay. Well, somebody's shy, but it's all good.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's okay. You can
It's
call
okay.
back. We got you.
We don't bite.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll still care about you.
Yeah, for sure. So, shout out to you. So, project manager, somebody who can organize all that stuff for you.
Yes.
Time, schedule, budget.
Yeah.
Or
Cause
time,
Yes.
schedule, same thing. Scope of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time schedule, scope of work, knowledge on what you have to do. Somebody who can bring you ideas as well.
yeah,
It's really night and day. As somebody who has done both,
yeah,
it is night and day. I think, like, if I was doing a short, like an animated short, okay, I can just do that by myself. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, I've done that before.
yeah,
Making a web series is different. It is different. You can do it by yourself if you want to. Not my cup
It's a
of
lot
tea.
of coordination.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordination if you're working with other people.
Yeah.
If you're doing it by yourself, that's different.
yeah,
But other people, once you start bringing in other freelancers and you need things to be a certain way and stuff, you need a project manager because then you become, you don't start tracking deadlines anymore. You start tracking whether or not they're doing the work correctly.
we got a call coming through. Hello, hello,
Hi, hello.
hello. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Who am I speaking with?
My name's Marie.
Laree.
Marie, yeah.
Marie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great today.
Good,
Glad
good.
you're doing well.
I'm
Glad to hear about Black Riders Weekend. I'm excited to attend.
awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what brings you here? What are you expecting from Black Writers Weekend? Have you attended a Black Writers Weekend before?
I haven't attended one before, so I don't know what to expect. I'm really excited to see what Black Riders are going to have to offer. I'm excited to see some panels, get some advice about, curating my creative work.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
hopefully it's a meaningful experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, for sure. And then you get to meet these lovely ladies as well, and then I'll be there as well. So we're gonna have a very fun-filled 3-day weekend. So we're excited to have you. And are you gonna be speaking or doing anything, or are you just gonna be in there in the space?
I'll be in the space, just soaking it all in. I don't really have a lot of creative work under my belt quite yet, so one
Okay.
day.
Okay.
So as for now, I'm gonna observe and learn.
Well, sounds good. Well, congratulations. And if you need any help, be sure to reach out to us at the event. We'll be glad to guide you in that right direction. So thanks for calling in. We appreciate you.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, we'll do. See you next week.
See you then.
All right, bye.
Hi, Marie.
Yeah, bye.
All right, and I
love those calls.
And see, we got somebody who's listening in, and we'll be
Come
able
to
to
the right space.
we'll be able to meet him next weekend. So shout out to Black Writers Weekend, and I want to thank you all for coming to Positive Mind Saturdays and kicking it with me.
Yeah, of
I hope
course.
you enjoyed yourself. So before we get out of here, I want to give you a chance to let everybody know where they can find you, your website,
Absolutely.
how they can get your books, if they
Absolutely.
want to book you, how can they get in contact with you?
So listen, I'm Cher Therese, and it is spelled just like it sounds, but just for those who need it. CherTerais. You don't even need the rest of it. The same thing on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest. My website, I'm the only one. Let's go.
There it is. And Miss Joy, how can they connect with you online? How can they, their website, or how can they follow you on social media?
Yeah, of course. Well, first of all, thank you guys for watching me. Sock Puppets is to come out. Well, I won't say come out. We're going to start posting about it in fall. But you guys can follow me, again, Joy Lamont Smith, with Jajoy Art. That is JAJOY_art, like the stutter. So JAJOY_ART. And that is on Instagram and TikTok. My YouTube is Jajoy Art, just without the underscore. So JAJOY_art. No underscore. JAJOY Art.
Arts.
That's what we got. Yeah. And if you're interested in any type of marketing, anything of that nature, just send me a DM, baby.
There it is.
Would just love that.
Send that DM and post that content.
Yeah, and
that
post that
content.
content.
So
Right.
I want to take the time to thank all of our listeners for joining me on Positive Mind Saturday. We appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and we hope to see y'all at Black Writers Weekend next weekend. It's a wrap. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Of course. Uno puso.